All right. Today, I want you people to understand something. All of you living in northern Nigeria today, it's no longer a news that the supreme leader of Iran is dead. He's dead. He was shot down yesterday in Iran. This brought me to give you people these little tips. So many Nigerians don't really understand what Nigeria is fighting for. There has been this fight that is going on in that country now, but so many people feel less concerned. Nigeria is fighting terrorism. The terrorism Nigeria is fighting is not just ordinary terrorism. What America is fighting is the same thing Nigeria has been fighting for decades. I must tell you free. What is today? Today's date is I have to be correct. Today is the 1st of March. The Muslims in the entire world is observing Ramadan. They observe Ramadan, they pray, they fast. But what is going on in Iran? What is going on in Iran is bombing and shooting. These are Muslims. I must tell you, the same practice of our Islam they have in Iran is the same they have in Nigeria. This is not Islam. This is terrorist organization. I must tell you, whoever comes in from the northern Nigeria to tell you that he is a Muslim, he is never a Muslim, he's a terrorist. 99.9% of Muslims from the northern Nigeria are terrorists. I want to tell these people something. A lot of you people might not understand what I'm saying here. You might be saying it, this is not coming from the pact of hate. No. This is coming from understanding the things I have seen from my studies, from the things I have seen going on in the world. So many things are happening. The world doesn't know exactly what Nigeria is passing through. Nigeria is passing. So many families in Nigeria have lost one person or the other in the hands of Boko Haram or Fulani Herdsmen. In Nigeria, they have so many terrorist organizations that is being sponsored by Nigerian politicians from the north. If you go today in Saudi Arabia, that brought in Islam, they are the number one people in Islam. That is where they observe whatever Islamic activities they have. They observe that in Saudi Arabia. They are the core number one. So today in Saudi Arabia, they are observing their Ramadan, they are praying, they are fasting, and Kuwait the same, and Oman the same, and Dubai the same, UAE the same. But Iran was busy bombing these people. Iran was busy bombing these people. Kuwait was bombed. Doha was bombed. UAE was bombed. Saudi Arabia was bombed. Irrespective of their faith. What does that tell you? That tells you that these people they are different people. They have different belief. The same Muslim, but have different belief. That is why you see the Islamic practice they have in the northern Nigeria are the same Islamic practice they have in Iran. That is why you see exactly what is happening in Iran today is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. But the world is seeing all these things. There is killings going on in Nigeria on a daily basis. These people are pushing to take over the country. They are being stopped only by the people and the power that be in the southeast of Nigeria, which they have tried. They are doing everything humanly possible to make sure they put on their stooges. They put on their stooges in different areas of the southeastern region. They put in their people that believe in them to make sure they subdue others. But the world, this is not time to play. It has happened in Iran. Iranian people has been vindicated yesterday, and we are praying. Every human being, every person in Nigeria today is being happy. But it's only those of them from the north that is saying that is a prank. They are calling the death of Ali Khamenei a prank from America. This morning, I watched a video of Sheikh Gumi being the number one. This man has the same agenda with Iran. This man is an Islamic man from the core north of Nigeria that was restricted. He was banned from entering Saudi Arabia. This man doesn't have access to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, immediately he found himself in Saudi Arabia airport, he'll be jailed. He was bound in their country, not enter their country. But he comes into Nigeria to make laws. And the lot of people have seen all these things, they keep quiet. These people are the people, they have been in power for decades in Nigeria, but they make no change. The Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab and so many other terrorist organizations have been in Nigeria for decades. And they have been in power. Buhari was in power. Buhari was sponsoring them. Buhari enabled Boko Haram. Buhari enabled Fulani Hesmi. Buhari enabled Al-Shabaab. There are so many other terrorist organizations that were enabled by these leaders. They frustrated Boko Haram. They frustrated Goodluck Jonathan. When Goodluck Jonathan was in power, he was fighting Boko Haram. He was fighting all these terrorists. But every fund that was placed for them to use to fight against this terrorism was embezzled. They were fighting Goodluck Jonathan because he was fighting terrorism. This is how they are. They do not want you because you fight terrorism. If you come into Nigeria to fight terrorism, they will fight back to you. They fight back against you. They are ready to kill you. So exactly what is happening today in Iran is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Everyone rise up. It is time for every people to rise up. Nigerian people are not ready to continue losing their families. Every families in Nigeria have been killed. They have lost one or two people from their families. In the north, the people in the north are not smiling. The people in the north are not breathing. The Christians in the north are being killed on daily basis. They go to churches. They destroy churches, kill people, and the government will keep quiet. Who is the people fighting them? There is no people fighting them. The president of Nigeria today, being Ahmed Tinubu, is trying his best, but his best is not shown because who are the people fighting these people? He will bring in fund and give to these terrorists from the north to fight against the Boko Haram. These people will use this money to fund them. These people will use the money the government brought in to fight against these people. They will use that money to fund them. They fund Boko Haram against Nigeria's wish. The government of the day has nothing to do about it. He's confused. He don't know what to do. If you see what is happening in Nigeria today, they are fighting against the president of Nigeria today. Why are they fighting him? They are fighting him because he is fighting against terrorism. A lot of people might refuse to tell you this. There is nothing anyone can tell you. They will not tell you the truth about what is happening today in Nigeria. Tinubu is the only one that is in power, that is trying to fight to bring in peace in that country. But they are fighting against him. They fought against Goodluck Jonathan until they pushed him out of the power, thinking that any other person might come and be weak like Goodluck Jonathan. Buhari, they love Buhari because Buhari was in power. Buhari was enabling this people. Buhari was building houses. Buhari was giving them billions of dollars from the south and eastern region of the world. If you go to south, most of the oil wells in there are being owned by these terrorists. They use Nigeria oil money to fund terrorist organization in Nigeria. This is exactly what is happening in Nigeria, but every person, the media cannot tell you this. It cannot bring this into media. The media doesn't say the truth, exactly what is happening in Nigeria. I came from oil communities in Nigeria, but in my communities, the oil wells in my communities are being owned from these people, from these northern people. They use power, force, to push our people out of the wells with fear because the government is with them. They use the government to fight our people, to put fear in us so we cannot come back to demand for our rights. This is what they do. They have stooges. What they do in the southeast and the south, they present their stooges. Their stooges are being presented, are being shattered all over to be in their favor. If you go to the south, they have the likes of Asari Dokubo, who is fighting for their interest. They will give him and he give to them. He will secure everything for them. This is how they roll. Nigeria cannot keep on being like this. The truth must be done. We are calling the West, the United States of America, the Israelis need to come for rescue because Nigeria need peace. We need to return and be what we want to be. The war today and the Iranian government today, the Iranian children, everyone is rejoicing because of the death, because it is written, when the wicked left, the masses will rejoice. The way the Iranian people are rejoicing today, Nigerians, Christians, and Nigerian people want to rejoice also. I watched the video where Sheikh Gumi and Asari Dokubo is yelling against American government. They are calling the masses to stand against America for fighting for justice for the people. This is the problem. Sheikh Gumi is there giving order in Nigeria. He is giving order, he is presenting, he is telling the government of the day where to go, people to allow it. He instructed the government, the president of the country, to go and allow Turkey to bring in peace. Why Turkey was mentioned in CNN the other time, 2015, as the people that is enabling terrorism in Nigeria. This is the problem. So we are calling the Western, Donald Trump and Netanyahu to come for the rescue of Nigeria. We cannot continue like this. We can never continue like this. We can never continue to be killed on a daily basis. We can never continue. We can never continue like this. We have seen the manifest. We have seen that these people share the same faith with Iran. The Muslims from the southwest in Nigeria are peaceful. They are peaceful. There are differences between Muslims. If you go to Middle East today, the Arabic structures and the beliefs in Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, they are different. They are peaceful. Why? How did the northern Nigeria adopt the radicalism of the Iran and shift them to Nigeria using forces? How can you force someone into your religion? You force somebody to be your religion. These people are invoking Sharia into a country where we have different beliefs. There are different religions in Nigeria. You are forcing everyone to be on you. They invoke Sharia law into Nigeria constitution against people's wish. You want to practice a law against me and you are staying in the same country. In the north, a lady was killed for him to speak against Islam, for him to talk a simple thing against Islam. He was killed, Deborah. Deborah was killed for nothing. And this is what a lot of people are passing through in Nigeria today. And the world knows about this thing and they are keeping quiet. It is time for the world to come and rescue the peoples of Nigeria. We need peace. We need peace. We want peace again to return in that nation. Every terrorism that is going on in Africa is starting from Nigeria. They have the headquarters in Nigeria. They have the headquarters in the north. They will assemble in the north and start the terrorism act in every other part of Africa. This is what they do. They make all their monies, Nigeria is a rich country, but most of the monies that is being generated from this oil, from these minerals, is in the hands of these northern people. They are the people using this money to fund terrorism in Nigeria. They are using Nigerian money, Nigerian finance to fund terrorism. And the world knows about this thing and keeping quiet. People are dying. We are tired of dying. Nigerians are tired of the dying. Nigerians need the help of United States as is being done in America. Let them return equal faith to Nigeria. Because the northern faith is the same with the Iranian faith. They do not have human sympathy. They do not have the same faith with other people. They do not believe in human life. They believe in radicalism. They believe in death. They believe in pushing for unnecessary agenda that is not meant to be. And we can never continue this. Let the world call before it being late. If the world doesn't come to rescue Nigeria, they will come in to stop war.